Another 2 minutes before they go live.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to hop in, yeah. So if you want to hop in Discord and watch it on the big screen, that way it's easier for people to hear you. I'll make sure you're in the server. Accept the invite, and I'll throw you into the Discord. I'll get this up on the big screen in the next room. Okay. Be right back, Luke.
Okay. Hey, DJ.
Hi, how are you this morning?
Pretty good. Oh, lazing about, reading the news.
I too read the news in the morning, but I also try not to read the news in the morning.
We're live.
Oh.
On stream. Over here, put it on for you so you can start this part.
Did you sleep well?
This is scuffed, but it will work.
Are you saying that to me or King?
Oh, I know how he slept.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I slept all right, I suppose.
Let's go.
THC always helps me sleep.
That's better. I'm not deaf. I can go get cookies. I'll be back and go and grab my cookies.
Okay. All right, DJ, if you could turn it a bit down a bit in there. Okay. Latest updates with you all. First, an update on Pokemon Go. This is usually how this what form this takes. We usually get information on the ARG first.
I think it's an Aloha expansion for Pokemon Go.
Yeah, which means they're one generation behind current. So they're going to be achieving parity with by the end of Gen 9, by the time Gen 10 rolls around, they'll probably be doing simul releases. Because we're on Gen 8 now.
Go.
What?
You were right about Pokemon Go.
Well, they usually do that. Now Pokemon Masters. Okay. Are they counting up how many trainers are in? I need to see if Yellow's in, because like that will get me back into the game. Yellow is my favorite trainer. They're from the manga. That's the only thing they were in. But I love them dearly. Okay. Skyline Tornadus. Neat. Alright. I'm expecting... Ooh, Ryan and Flygon. Heck yeah. I'm expecting at least one spin-off title to make a return. I just don't know what it's going to be.
Is this a mobile game?
Yeah, it's a gacha title. It's fun enough. But boy, can you drain money into it if you aren't careful. Cafe Remix update. Okay, cool. So far we're... ...3 minutes in, and we've only talked about mobile games.
I have never heard of this.
So Cafe Mix
Same.
was a title that came out on the Switch. Sorry, on the Wii U. Or it might have been the phone. I think it was a Wii U and maybe phone. It's kind of a match 3. The best thing I can compare it to is sort of Tsum Tsum, if you know what that is. And if you don't know what that is, think a more freeform Bejeweled, right?
Mhm.
Or like, imagine Bubble Bubble, but all the bubbles are in place,
Not what I was expecting, though.
right? And you're like unlocking new Pokemon, and they have special abilities that affect how the matching works. Ooh, shiny Piplup. So the way the game works is you get visits from Pokemon, and then after a time you've had enough visits from them, they join the cafe as an employee. It's adorable. I haven't played it, but I haven't played the remix version, but it is adorable.
I don't think I would play this, but I do find it adorable.
There's something really cute about tough guy Machoke working in a cafe. Sarina. I did not realize Sarina had come to Pokemon Unite. My good boy Decidueye.
You won't want to miss this. As the second anniversary of the game approaches this ready to welcome tons of new Pokemon to the cafe. Have fun playing.
If you could turn it down a little bit more. It's just very loud in the
I was
background.
like, I'm like, this has to be on the phone.
Yeah, Pokemon Unite's pretty fun. It kind of predatory business model, but they come a long way in fixing that.
Lots of Pokemon have joined the fray, together with unique Pokemon like Dragonite.
So far, we're on 4 currently running spin-offs. All of which I believe could be played on phone at this point. Oh! Limited license? You can get Hoopa's license by completing missions. Okay, I gotta get back in then. Because I love getting the free unlocks. I'll get it back up and running, sure. I'll get the Pokemon Day here. Slated to join the future. Who we got? Duraludon! Okay, cool. Cool. And yes, it does look like a glorified lighter. Pokemon Diamond, a Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Okay. Let's see update. It's a rock. Yay! We can get Shaman in BDSP. Cool. That makes me happy. Shaman's cute. He's a good mythical.
I didn't know didn't know Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond were even still getting updates.
This is the first major update they've had. Well, second. They had a pretty substantial update of bug fixes, and then they've gotten this. 2 hours of playing the mystery gift? Okay. Legends Arceus update.
Am I behind on the stream or something? Because I'm still seeing them catch a Pokemon.
You might be behind on the stream.
Yeah, it can happen.
Damn it.
Well, some spoilers for my Arceus stream, I guess. Software update. Daybreak. Okay. Later today.
Oh.
Ah, cool.
I don't know what this is. Daybreak update for Pokemon Legends Arceus. To be available to players at no cost. You'll begin a new investigation, a curious phenomenon that is causing mass outbreaks of Pokemon across the Hisui region. Also be able to engage in new Pokemon battles, together with your ally Pokemon, at the training grounds. The Daybreak update will be available later after this presentation ends. Okay. I didn't finish the base game yet, but alright. Ooh! Get items to help you under password Arceus Adventure. I will have to snag that. One more thing. We're pleased to announce that production of an online animated series set in the Hisui region has begun. This series will be an original storyline and is anticipated to launch later in 2022. Okay, cool! Please wait for future announcements to learn more. What do you think? We hope you all look forward to how Pokemon games will continue to evolve in the future.
Wait, is that it?
Wrap things up. We'd like to end this presentation by sharing one more video.
That's it?
We got one last thing.
Oh, okay.
Detective Pikachu 2? I thought they canceled this.
The show?
The movie. Game Freak. Okay.
I think I might have been watching at a different, like,
Speed or
official
something.
one,
Yeah.
but not the one you guys were on. Because now I'm finally seeing the video. I like the
Wait.
card.
What is this? Is this Detective Pikachu 2 or?
Do you think it's the one where we were talking about yesterday, where like you go steal Pokemon?
I don't think it's Gale of Darkness, as much as I would die in my chair if it was.
Yo, this GameCube game looks sick.
What am I looking at? This looks gorgeous.
Something
Oh.
with no anti-aliasing.
It's early footage.
Is it a Detective Pikachu game or something?
I don't think it is. I can't tell what this is, though. Is it another update for Sword and Shield?
Be. Or the announcement of another new Pokemon game.
Coliseum 3?
Ah.
Doesn't look like the Ori region.
I guess you're not riding on a motorcycle to go steal people's Pokemon. Sad face.
Oh, meow. Oh, Pikachu.
What am I looking at?
I can't.
Yeah, new game.
New starters!
Did you
New
say that?
starters!
Wait, I'm not even
Yeah.
there. God dang it.
Yeah, already a new
Pokemon
Arceus
Scarlet
just came out.
and Pokemon Violet.
Yeah.
What world is this?
Gen
That in
9!
Japan?
Late 2022.
Arceus just came out.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
it
they're
did.
Still updating Brilliant Diamond and fucking Shining Pearl, and,
And there was just a new update for Arceus. Yeah. A Gen 9. Wow, okay.
Jesus.
So
It
So
is very
we're
cute.
so we're gonna do like a analysis on the
Scarlet?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm
And
not gonna do a ton of
okay.
analysis here, but I'm about to examine these three
Why did
these
you
three
have
starters.
like, Scarlet and Cobalt because it's a shade of blue?
I would have
Violet
gone
is,
with
like,
that
purple.
too, but maybe they were afraid that would get like that leaned too far into both Ruby and Sapphire and original Red and Blue. I don't know. So looking at the starters, right? If I go to the old theory, right? There is a theory for each of the grass starter, the fire starter, and the water starter for Pokemon games.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give me a second. I need to change the name of the stream. Okay. Actually, is theory crafting a tag on? Okay. All right. So I've rewound back to the relevant moment. I'm going to stream this into chat. So this is the relevant bit. These are the three starters for the new game. So, fire starters are loosely based on the Chinese zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
Grass starters are usually extinct species. And then water starters are based on semi-aquatic animals. And there's also often thought to be a military theme about them. So, first of all, that looks like a duck wearing a Navy cap. Just gonna say it.
It is a duck wearing a Navy cap.
I think it looks cute. I wish that was something you put on the duck rather than being part of the duck's body because it looks a little too much like a Navy cap.
But what if as it evolves, it becomes like the Admiral hats, like those really, really.
I'm hoping it looks more natural on the animal as the evolution. If we look at the Chinese zodiac, which I'm going to pull up quick. This may be the one that finally torpedoes the theory, right? So we've had a snake, we've had a dragon. We've had a rat, pig, rooster, monkey. What was Gen 8's? Completely forgot what the Gen 8 starter was for fire. Bunny. But we got the rabbit. We got the tiger. So we're currently missing goat, horse,
Snake.
dog. No, we had and snake.
Those are the 4 we're missing. So this pretty much torpedoes the theory, right? Because like,
Cowards. They won't give us a snake fire starter.
right, they gave us what looks like a fire crocodile. I love it. This might be one
Cowards.
of the first times I pick a fire starter. I usually do not pick fire starters, but I am very much gravitating towards this. And then if we look at the grass theory, that looks like a cat. Sabretooth?
I
Could
thought
we
they
be-
already had a Sabretooth Pokemon.
Yeah, but as pointed out before, it's Raikou. It's a legendary cat, right? Like, and they've
Maybe
done
Direwolf?
other inspirations. Could it be a fox? Could it be leaning into the fox space? Yeah. Yeah, it could be. It could be dire. It could go Direwolf.
They look cute regardless. So I probably would go with the grass type starter because I feel like its base is cute enough. And then if it gets uglier as I go, I'll just get angry and live with it because I love it at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely not the duck.
But I'm very excited because every video out there on YouTube is going to be, hey, so the theory about fire starters being the Chinese zodiac is torpedoed.
They probably did it on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, they had to stop it at some point because they only had 4 left.
Cowards, you have
But
enough.
I would have completed it first and then.
At least like a snake would have been really fun, or a goat fire starter would have been really interesting.
I
you
would
know,
have been
like-
really excited about a horse starter, not gonna lie.
I feel like a goat would have been interesting, you know, like a dual fire ground type
Yeah.
thing. And the
Fire
same with a
ground would've worked.
horse, you know.
Yeah.
But there's already like a horse fire type in like Ponyta, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, there is.
That's probably why they can't do it.
Yeah, because like Houndoom exists for a fire dog.
Hmm.
Ponyta exists for a fire horse. I don't think there's a fire snake.
No, I think they're mostly poison type. Ekans, Arbok.
So if we look at snake Pokemon, Dunsparce, Zygarde, Giratina, Eternatus, Steelix, Gorbis, Onix, Huntail, Rayquaza, Dratini, Dragonair, Melodic, Gyarados, Sandaconda, Serperior, Ekans, Silicobra, Viper, Arbok. And this is being very generous on what it calls a snake.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
definitely wouldn't call Melodic a snake personally.
I wouldn't call Rayquaza a snake either. But yeah, so wasn't expecting Gen 9. Was expecting announcement of like, hey, Pokemon Conquest is back. Or Pokemon Ranger. Or, hey, we finally heard you, you Gale of Darkness fans. Please stop asking us for a new game because we're giving you a remaster of the first 2. I'm not upset about it. I think the thing that excites me the most is I was saying don't expect most of the stuff in Legends to be relevant in Gen 9. But if we play back through this, right? It's looking a lot closer to Legends than I expected Gen 9 to look, right? Pokemon have actual fly and walk cycles. They do things that have more personality like they do in Legends. I'm not saying it's fully made the transition over, but it definitely is closer to the level of personality that was in Legends than it is to what was in Gen 8. Gen 8 proper. Sword and Shield, rather. I love in this center here, this type circle. Right? It's clearly island based, right?
Mhm.
It's tropical in nature. We're going kind of back out that way. There were theories we'd be going to India or Southeast Asia in terms of inspiration.
Be Southeast Asia.
Let me look at the food that's on the table right there. See if that's a tip. Italy?
I mean, that was a theory.
Welcome in, Crystal.
Hi, sorry. You didn't acknowledge me and I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. No, the theories were India or Italy, and
Okay.
there was plenty of proof for Italy alongside India.
Can I go into the
Um,
proof for India and then you tell me what the suggestions for Italy were? Because I haven't heard the Italy theory.
Sure, I would have to pull it up anyway to look
Okay.
at it again.
You go ahead and pull it
so-
up.
Maybe if they stopped being cowards and actually did the Indian one, we would get the fire snake. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
like
no,
snakes.
I get you. You have Mr. Wiggles.
He's a wonderful.
Oh,
most
speaking of
well,
snakes,
real quick,
just
let-
1 second.
Okay.
I just gotta say this. So I did the Fallout session last night with Reaper, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I introduced a new enemy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a red snake.
I love it. Please, Microsoft, hire this man to work for Bethesda.
So since
Which is a
it's
weird sentence.
Italy,
Let me real quick. I want to give the theories. Sorry, the support for the India theory, and then I want Crystal to give the support for India. In the theory craft that's going on. So the India theory. There were a couple things. Notably, Zarude is like a gibbon baboon sort of thing, and is like the god of the spirit of the forest, or the healer of the forest, I think is the title. 1 second.
Okay, I need to. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Where the hell are we?
We're working on that. We're working on that.
Can you not? Zarude is. So Zarude is referred to as, going to Bulbapedia here. Pokedex entries. Not it. He wears a pink ripped cape wearing Celebi's national Pokedex number. He's the only Pokemon known capable of using the move Jungle Healing, which is a non-damaging grass-type move that heals the HP and its allies by 25% of their maximum HP, and heals any non-volatile status conditions they may have. So there was that, because he is based off baboons or mandrills. The other big piece of evidence that was given is that Caparaja is explicitly not from Galar. And Professor Laventon refers to... all the Pokedex entries in Legends of Arceus are written by Professor Laventon. And he specifically says that Raichu is capable of knocking out a Caparaja from his homeland. Now, is it possible Laventon's from Galar and he's referring to the fact that Caparaja are found in Galar? Yes, but that specific phrasing suggests that it's a Pokemon native to the region he's from, right? Like, the Caparaja of my homeland leans more into the idea that he's from the region they're initially from, not, oh, this animal that was imported to where I'm from, right? Like, I wouldn't say, if I lived in England, I wouldn't say the peacock from my homeland, despite the fact you can find them on castle grounds, because I know they're not native to England, right? Those were two of the big things. There were a couple other smaller things throughout. If Crystal remembers any of them, she could share, but I want to hear the India stuff. Sorry, the Italy stuff, because I didn't hear the Italy theories.
Yeah. Well, most of the Italy theory is actually stuff that was found in BDSP.
Okay. That
There's
would be
really only two big points of interest.
all right.
The first being the art scattered throughout the game, most of which resemble the city of Venice or a particular Van Gogh painting titled Starry Night on the Rhone.
Is it different
Um,
than the Starry Night everybody knows, or is it the same painting?
You're thinking of like the Starry Night. There's Starry Night on the Rhone, which is a completely different painting.
It's very pretty.
So
I've pulled it up.
Obviously both of these are, very indicative of Italy. But the other thing is Masuda himself, if you go and talk to him, greets you with ciao, the Italian word for hello. And we all know Masuda loves to tease everyone.
Yeah.
It's also hilariously the Italian word for goodbye.
Yeah, it is. I'm
Ciao-
pulling.
Ciao is just a very casual, like, hi, between friends.
So I've pulled up the circle of types. Can we confirm that it's just 18 and they did? Sorry, that it's.
Buongiorno.
Can we confirm it's the same number it's been for the past few gens? They didn't like sneak a new typing in here in the ring.
Buongiorno.
I mean, let me pull it up on my own screen here.
It's what, 18 types in Pokemon?
Oh, I don't know. You think I count?
18.
If you go to Italy, like what do you think their like region specific variants would be?
If there's not a pasta Pokemon, I'm gonna just shut off the game.
Okay, or at least a tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
Like you can't go to Italy and not make.
I mean, there's already a
no,
Pokemon that's
no, a
like ice cream and a parfait.
A pizza Pokemon.
Oh,
not pizza, because pizza, while Italian, isn't the quintessential Italian dish. It's linguine.
I know.
You know what could work? You said parfait. An
Gelato.
Italian gelato variant of the ice cream Pokemon. Like they remix.
These ones are creative because when I saw like the ice cream Pokemon for the first time, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
So the thing is, I think we're in Italy. I think we're in Europe somewhere.
Yeah, then the two main theories were Italy or India.
But at the same time, looking at like the character that you have to like kind of play with at the beginning as a kid, it doesn't look like what I would consider Italian.
The architecture absolutely feels Italian.
Wait, are we in Spain?
Because Spain also uses Chow. Like, people don't realize this. Spain and France both adopted Chow as like a secondary form of saying goodbye.
Not often, but
often enough it was in my textbook.
Okay. My gut is telling me we're in Germany.
No, not with that architecture. Not with that architecture, not with those orange trees.
Southern Germany.
Mm-mm. This is not Bavaria, my friend. This is... If I'm looking at the architecture, and I'm looking at the citrus and everything, this is saying to me Mediterranean. Like, hardcore Mediterranean.
Greece?
Greece could be?
Santorini.
I feel like there's a lot of potential because they show us so many different vastly different areas, much like Galar was.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's hard to pinpoint exactly what it could be.
Did you guys were you guys watching when were you guys in call when I was making my initial guesses that I thought this was I was like, Detective Pikachu 2? I thought they canceled this.
I wanted Colosseum personally.
Yes.
I like to That was like my favorite Pokemon game from the
I,
GameCube.
I
Hold
can't
up.
blame you. I would have been happy with that. I can
Wait.
confirm I have looked at multiple shots of the ring. It is still our classic 18.
Okay, hang on. Phalanx. Phalanx was in Gen 8.
Okay. Greece.
Greece or Italy. Like, because they often merge things from a few different areas together. And you could absolutely just make this be like, what was the Roman Empire's bathtub?
The Balkans.
I was going to say the Mediterranean writ large. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for
Uh,
the memes of it being the Balkans and all the people, like
Well-
all the characters are just squatting.
The thing is, the thing is, I'm fairly certain that Phalanx is just a reference to Legion 9 or to the 9th Legion.
I mean, it's a
If
reference
it said,
to
like,
a
hoplite,
phalanx.
That would have been like more of a we're in Greece.
The individual units resemble Spartan helmets during the period of ancient Rome, adorned with golden plates and red crests. It may also be inspired by the Legion 9 Hispana, also known as the 9th Roman Legion or the Lost Legion, which mysteriously disappeared in Britain around 120 AD.
I'm not saying that can't be the case. I think that there is a tendency in the PokeTuber community to reach a little far sometimes.
No, this is off of Bulbapedia.
I know. Bulbapedia is not exempt from this frequent occurrence within the
But let's go back to the name though. Why did Scarlet Violet and not
why Scarlet and Violet and not Scarlet and Cobalt? Partially because Cobalt is definitely has a typically metallic feel, whereas Scarlet doesn't. And they like, usually when they're leaning metals or gems, they like that to be uniform across the two. But there are other blues they could have used that have that kind of a feel to them. Like, they could have gone Scarlet and Marine. Sorry, you know what I mean? Or like...
The names are a clue.
Right!
The
Because
names are a clue. Because think about this. When the Roman Empire split, what were the main colors?
Scarlet
and purple.
Historically, for most people drawing maps of the ancient realm, of the ancient world around the time of the fall, the west is painted red.
And
the east is painted purple.
Ugh.
So it's Greece and Italy because it's the Byzantine.
Anatolia.
Alternately, because Anatolia is Phoenicia is often painted purple. But here's the thing. Here's why. You want to know why Scarlet and Violet, DJ?
Yes.
Red and purple were colors of immense wealth and status in the ancient world. So is blue, but
red and purple. It's bugging. It's
I get why I get why it's bugging with you. Can I say how much I love that? Wait, hang on. There's this massive tower they keep pointing out in the direct, and we haven't been paying any attention to it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because the initial reason I jumped in here is because I feel like this particular tower is like the key to unlocking everything.
Is the tell.
But I do not know architecture at all. So like this means nothing to me.
This doesn't. The only thing I can think of, if you check my stream, not my. Oh, I have the wrong thing shared to the chat. Hang on. You guys could have told me I had my VTuber thing shared rather than the Pokemon Presents.
I didn't even notice, dude.
Okay. If you look in Discord, I'm sharing the Pokemon Presents, and this is what we have. My brain's wait, hang on. Googling St. Peter's Basilica.
Yeah, there's a better shot that kind of gives you a little more. That's a very close-up detailed shot.
If you can give me a timestamp, I'll shift over to it.
Yeah, let me just find it because I was on the color wheel because I was making sure we didn't get a new type of Pokemon.
Right, like how many
we're not the only people who honed in on that. It's like, wait, double check. Is this there for a reason? I love this as a village square, as a like center to a square.
As a town
by the way,
square, yeah.
yeah. I'm okay with staying in Europe because we're not staying in Northern Europe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that they're leaning to a different part.
Windmills.
I saw the windmills. I'm like, wait, are we in the Netherlands? I mean,
Not
to
with
be
that
fair,
modern
Was there
style.
leaks-
n- n-
Was
to-
there leaks of a Colosseum game?
No,
I
wanted Coliseum.
let me be very clear. There was not leaks of a Pokemon Colosseum reveal. What it was that for the past 2 years, in 2020 and in 2021, long dormant spin-off series got a new entry. So in 2021, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which hadn't had an entry in about 6 years, got a remaster of the first game. Or a remake of the first game. And then in 2021, Pokemon Snap, which hadn't had a release since the N64, got a new title. So we were all kind of thinking, well, the past 2 years they've brought back a spin-off. What's the spin-off that's going to be brought back this year? And I was like hoping for Gale of Darkness Coliseum as my stretch wish, but I was expecting Ranger, maybe thinking Conquest, because like maybe Intelligent Systems is doing something. The Intelligent Systems Conquest one got shot down when it got revealed that they were helping to work on the new Fire Emblem Warriors title and have other stuff in the fire too. It was like, oh, they have too much going on for them to also be working on a new Pokemon Conquest.
Okay, so one thing we
I'm not saying IS made the original. I was just expecting the new one. Go ahead.
One thing we do need to take into account. I was gonna say, are the starters usually endemic to the region?
Almost
Or the weird gator
always.
thing.
In
And
my
the
ex-
duck.
So
My-
we have a cat, a duck,
Yes.
and an alligator.
Alligators are not endemic to either Greece or.
Well, gators. Yeah.
But they were brought to the Colosseum.
I think
Gator-
I may have accidentally found another bit that kind of leans into the Greece.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you
So
find that timestamp that for the tower?
The timestamp that gives a little more of a back shot and gives a little more attention. It's a bit foggy, but it's 2:10. But if you actually pause at oh god, what is this one in? Sorry, hold up. This one doesn't have the timestamp because this one is my OG. Like it's still on the premiere thing.
Oh yeah, I'm on the premiere as well. That's what. So like,
Yeah.
give me in negatives.
Oh well, I just refreshed it so I could get the actual number.
Okay, sure. Let me refresh then. Fair
Of
enough.
course, now I got to get back to that exact position. Good news is I have a general idea of where it is because I rewatched this already like 3 times. Okay, so if you pause about 12:31 and you look at like the very top edge of the screen, I think you'll see what I'm talking about here. Yeah, you see those arches? You see those arches? First thought in my head, Colosseum.
Greece also has arches of
Rome.
that style.
In Greece.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we're in the Mediterranean. I think we're hard
Yeah.
locked on
I
that.
mean,
Look at the
here's the
buildings,
thing.
they're
Here's the
definitely in
thing.
Mediterranean.
Like, I know we're trying to pin down like a specific country, but what if that's just the main? What if it's just overarching Mediterranean?
Wait, we
There
saw the
is no-
map. Hang on, they showed the map.
Did they?
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they did. It
You have
was
it
toward
sa-
the very end.
It was right before the
Uh,
starters, right?
Oh, did they show it in the real world? I thought they showed it in the game.
I think they showed it in the game as like late footage before we went back to the real world and saw the starters.
Yeah, it's only the corner. You can only catch the corner of the map. They are very.
Wait. No, stay in the real world thing. Stay in the real world thing.
Okay.
There's a globe.
There's a globe.
There's
There's
a
a globe.
globe.
There's a globe.
This
There's a
globe?
globe.
The map just got shown off then.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I know. But let's take a look at this
Yeah,
globe first, and we can
there's
backtrack because I have the
globes
timestamp for the half a
right
map.
there.
Nothing has like a pin in it, but it's turned to Europe and Africa.
Okay.
I feel like there might be a lot of hints in this
Egypt?
like over real world.
This
Grapes. Are those gyros?
Oh, not Egypt. Fuck. What am I thinking of?
are that? It doesn't look like a roll, but it
Sandwiches.
looks like an Italian baguette.
It's pretty generic. It's a
Right.
sandwich.
Could it be a
Wait, hold up,
gyro,
hold up,
though?
hold up. The shield's on the wall. What is that? A
A
wheel?
lion and a wheel. I think that's a lion.
Hard to say.
I've been muted this whole time and talking. Wow.
Oh,
my bad.
sorry.
Good job.
And there's our
Hold on. Hold on.
money
To the
shot.
left. To the left. Does that look like something from like an Archimedes sketchbook to you two? To you all?
I have no idea.
Or Da Vinci.
Yeah, I think we might just be in like the Greco-Roman like influenced area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay if they're just like, hey,
Grass cat, fire alligator, and is that a duck with hair or is that just a duck with a funny hat?
it's a
It's
duck with
hat-
hair that looks way too much like a naval cap.
It looks like a Greek fisherman's cap, actually.
Does it?
Yeah. My dad has one.
Can we all just agree that the grass starter looks best?
No. Because I really like the fire one.
Oh,
No,
I thought you were
I
gonna say you
mean,
like the duck.
fair.
I think the
grass-
duck.
If he said he liked the duck, I would have popped at a
Let me be very clear. I think the duck is likely to have the best final evolution because it is not infrequent that the worst looking basic is the best looking final starter.
Yeah, and that's why I said like right now, just based off this, I'm thinking I'm probably going fire or grass, more likely grass. But like
Well,
I'm not gonna
this is
know
like-
until we know the full typings and the evolutions.
This is the first time I've gone, I want to play the fire starter, with the exception of Lytton, where it was like a 50-50, pretty even split between that and Rowlet. But this is the first time that I'm like, the fire starter is in the lead, no question.
Signs.
Signs?
I found signs.
Timestamp?
I don't know what the timestamp is, but I found signs.
Okay, you want to...
There's a moment. It's a night scene with Meowth going up a hill.
Okay, that's towards the very
I think
beginning of
it's
this
I
section.
think it's early in.
Yeah,
If you look to the left of the screen, there's road signs.
right.
I mean that's fair, but when has Pokemon ever adhered to like proper languages?
It doesn't. One,
The
okay,
thing is,
it's
I
the
think
initial...
I think
I'm-
it's written in unknown.
The initial...
There.
Yeah. No.
That's not no. That's in Neo-Cantonian.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what?
Back in the early days of Pokemon, there was a script that they used that was basically 1-to-1 with English. All right. There were
Okay.
26 characters, each translated to the equivalent character in English. Then they went, oh, people figured it out. Let's mix it up a bit, and they basically shifted to like a new variant of the language. You see this in Galar, if I'm not mistaken. Galar
Okay.
has its own script that we've seen, and people have been trying to break it down.
I see.
There's a lot of new symbols present, and the best people have been able to decipher is what Game Freak is, basically.
Oh, it's quite a lot of letters, so it's a good
I
start.
see some that looks like lambda.
But I'm gonna hop off now because
All
I'm
right.
gonna make some food. See you.
See ya. Well, I'm happy to have all of you in. Just just like obsessing over this trailer together. This is why I do these streams, because they're like really fun.
You're just lucky I got my butt out of bed for this.
And
I
got
set
me
an
out of
alarm.
bed f-
I
no,
set
and
no.
subsequently
He
got
woke
me
up
out of
before
bed for it.
10.
I set an alarm for 8 a.m. to get into this stream.
I only did 8:30.
I
And
set it for
then
7:30 and then went back to bed.
It took Crystal about 15 minutes to get me up out of bed.
I wasn't trying to get you out of bed. I was just scrolling on my phone trying to wake myself up.
Mm.
Of
You
the
did
night.
wake me up though.
Oh, that's actually a really cool freeze frame there. So not only do we get to see like our starter house here,
Palm trees.
Palm trees, citrus.
the cliffs in the background.
To be fair, I say citrus. Every berry in Pokemon looks like a citrus berry from its
I was gonna
size.
say we've had berries and apricorns everywhere.
They look about the same size, but that looks orange. Mediterranean Revival is the architecture style we're looking at here. This is an article from rethinkingthefuture.com. Tell me what you all think.
It's a crocodile, or it's like it's an alligator, a crocodile.
What?
What?
For the fire starter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
We're talking about houses.
like, what do you think here, Crystal?
I mean,
Pretty
obviously,
close match.
in style, yes. In color, no.
Well, yeah,
but
but
I'm like thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I look at that house and I think the fucking the house from Encanto because it's just so colorful.
The casita.
Yeah.
Which means cottage, which is kind of funny.
Mediterranean Revival architecture pulls in Spanish Renaissance, Spanish Colonial with Italian Renaissance, and Venetian styles, Gothic and Arabic styles. It's a mixture of all of it.
Yeah, I think a closer example to what you're showing off is if you pause at 1244 with the Dratini statue. There's like a house behind that looks very identical to what you're showing.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. The only reason I'm the only reason I'm familiar with this architecture to this level is I've watched a fair bit of Overly Sarcastic Productions, and Blue is obsessed with Venice. Like, obsessed with Venice. Like, as a proposal gift to his wife, said she could make he would make a video on any topic she wanted. And she said, make one on Venice. Because it let her be her gift to him as well.
I think we're in Spain.
Wait, married?
What?
Blue and red are married?
Blue and red are married?
Oh, like overly sarcastic. Like what?
No, not red, not red. I think Indigo is part.
Okay, because I'm like, wait, what? I thought they were just friends from college.
Let me double check.
That's what they all say.
Red is asexual and, to my understanding, also aromantic. No, I was wrong. Not Indigo. Blue and Cyan are partners.
Okay.
They just recently got married, like a couple of months ago.
Oh.
Yeah, it's we know Gen 9 has been revealed. We're aware of this fact. Now the question is
it just me?
Where are we?
Is it just me, or this is a reach? But as we've already established, the Pokemon community loves to reach. Does the font on Scarlet remind you of like old video games that were theming themselves around Arabia?
I mean,
it still would be around the same region, like
the Greco-Roman,
I can tell you this.
Yeah.
the Moors.
I've seen that
Maybe.
violet font before.
I feel like I
Or-
have
or
too in
something-
Pokemon.
Something similar to it. You know where I've seen it?
Where?
Streets of New Capenna.
Is it the same font? Hold on.
Almost.
Yeah, looking at it, it's a very weird contrast because it's not just the color. The scarlet font gives you like this old timey vibe, while the violet feels very like cold, almost like futuristic, modern.
Cold
Yeah.
and unfeeling.
Streets of New Capenna is a wildly different font.
But look at the letter E.
It's close, but it is a very, very different font for even with
no
the letter
cigar for you.
I don't smoke. I'm not.
No,
I do.
Close, but no cigar.
I got it.
Yeah, I don't get sarcasm sometimes. I'm sorry.
Sorry, don't worry about
You
it.
understand why we work as a couple.
Say it with your chest. The
I just wish that there wasn't a 24-hour embargo on anything you make on Twitch to go to YouTube, or I'd be uploading this as soon as we finish this call.
You know, I just realized something else.
Hmm?
I find it interesting that we're kind of going back as far as the names go. Because think about it, our last one we had Sword and Shield. Before that, it was X and Y. We're going back to colors again.
Which I like.
Scarlet
I like the
and
color.
Violets.
I like the color
hate
system.
it so
Honestly,
much.
it's interesting though, because Scarlet and Violet, what does that make you think of?
Red and purple.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it kind of makes you think of red and blue.
But not really red and blue, because purple is literally made of red and blue, but it just wants to be different.
Hey, don't you judge
There's
purple.
a take I didn't expect to hear today. Purple is the special snowflake of colors.
Well, by that case, so is
Green and
fucking
orange.
Green and orange.
Behold, Grass Cat.
Well, they probably didn't want to do red and blue again, because I'm pretty sure there's already a red and blue.
There's red and
Yeah.
blue, and there is Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay, so
Is it
don't-
a cat or is it a
Wait.
fox?
So,
I
No, I know where we are. We're in Iberia.
I think we're in Spain.
And probably Portugal too. In the real life section,
Yeah.
there's like a whiteboard. There's like a cork board on the right side of the room, I think.
I'm gonna need you to do me a favor and refresh your video so you can give me a timestamp.
I'm not looking at the video.
wait, right there?
I'm diving through sites.
Go ahead, share
I
your
mean, I'm not surprised.
share your screen with the clan.
The second this was revealed to be Gen 9 and not a Detective Pikachu, because I'll be honest, I fell for the fake.
Okay,
I'm like,
thank you for telling me I'm not crazy for having thought
Wait.
that this was
Oh,
Detective
yeah,
Pikachu.
No, I literally, when the real world started, my heart sank because I'm like, man, I was so excited. We were so certain we were getting Gen 9, and then it cut to the game footage, and I'm like, oh, thank God.
We were not at all certain we were getting Gen
Um,
9. It was like a lot of people were thinking that they were gonna say that they were gonna not do it because Arceus literally dropped a month ago. But to
Here's
be
the thing, though,
are
they
you-
have a pattern.
yeah, we have something different each day leading up to announce for the week leading up to the new gen. Yeah, I saw that.
But it does kind of
no, I
Iberia. It does kind of explain the almost Arabic influence on
Yeah.
the font for Scarlet, because Moors.
Yeah, I
the
showed you.
Moors.
I showed you the whole thing on El Andalus.
On the
So, like,
Andalusia.
sorry, Al-Andalus, which was the
So I'm
mixing of Christian
streaming
Muslim.
this part, or I'm
Hey,
streaming
what
what I'm looking
you
at on
have to
Twitter.
explain that crocodile alligator and why it doesn't fit?
It,
Crocodiles are native to North Africa.
yeah. So there's a couple things. That does look like Iberia, doesn't it? But wait, hold on. That's not just an Iberian map. That's a lot of things from a lot of areas stitched onto a board. Look at the top right.
Arc de Triomphe?
No. That's like just a straight up Roman arch. I think this is the vision board for this generation. And we're getting the Mediterranean writ large.
So this is our building here, right? This is our tower.
Yeah, I'll pull back to it in the video.
This is what people think it's inspired by. The Sagrada Familia in Barcelona.
I mean, that is very convincing. That looks very much like what was in the game.
The best way I can describe this cathedral is very Catholic.
Woo!
No.
You think Catholic, I think pointy.
Yeah.
That is very Catholic.
I think the only thing we've all come to agree on that like it's somewhere in the Mediterranean with Arabic, Grecian, and Roman influence.
So go
And
back.
that literally just says Spain. All those together equals
Go
Spain.
back to the start of
The part of the video we care about. Yeah.
No. Yeah, to this. To him coming into the room and looking around and seeing what's here.
All right.
Okay, first of all.
Well, hang on. Let's pause on this.
Oh yeah, that's a glory shot. That's a money shot.
Yes.
Well, didn't think that phrase was going to be on my YouTube channel, but okay.
I'm sorry, the wrong word came out of my mouth. I meant to say money shot. And I don't like glory. Just it looks glorious. Okay, I'm just baffled already.
Look. Your minds went. No. Look, your minds went there.
The internet's minds went there.
I am a 26-year-old woman. Okay, whatever.
All right. So
We even got a nice little rainbow.
yeah, we do, don't we?
Rainbow.
No, just one. There's a lot going on. It's very hilly. It's very hilly terrain.
Yeah, there's a lot of mountainous or like steep cliffs.
I'm gonna double down on this being all of the Mediterranean stitched into each other. Because look at the size of that lake.
Yeah, De Verto is like, oh, it's gonna be based in China.
Yeah. Well,
no, it's not.
if you go back into like you could see the corner of the map. There is just a section that is like a huge fucking lake with a couple little islands on it.
So I'm gonna take a guess. You know how Galar was Britain flipped upside down? The Mediterranean squished horizontally, but it's mostly the part that's in Europe and only a small part that's the North African and Arabic sections.
I don't think they'd go so far as to do the entire Mediterranean in one region. There's too much.
Yeah, I think it's just heavily inspired.
Yeah, go back to the map.
That's my point. It's like it's
probably would have all of the influences that it wants. It's a very old region of Europe. It's been settled for thousands of years.
It's
and it's been
it's
under
had
a lot of
influence from the
countries.
Romans, the Carthaginians, the Muslims.
Morocco, yeah.
I mean, well, after the map, like, look at the character. Does that say anything to you?
No, it just looks like a random kid to me. It looks kind of
Wait,
older. I think that's
hat.
what's throwing me off.
Look at hat.
That's Conquistador hat.
Is it?
No,
No.
it's not.
It kind
No,
of
it's
does.
not.
It
It's
kind of
like-
looks like one though.
It looks like
No, you're crazy.
the brim.
Oh, there's a hoppip, but it's like a chia plant.
It's a planter.
You can. Fun fact: you can buy Bulbasaur planters on Etsy. You're welcome.
Somebody better make that hoppip one now.
Can I say the biggest thing I want, like one of the biggest things I'd like out of Pokemon is a lot of fan art goes into like this grass Pokemon, but in different seasons. I want more of that because like Bulbasaur in fall colors is really cute.
Not all the way a Conquistador, because Conquistador helmets kind of have that point in the front.
Yeah,
And that-
and
and
it
that
lacks
ridge.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, aren't they typically made of metal? Not
Yeah,
Yeah, it's called a Morion.
there's a Torterra planter. I'm looking to find the hop. I'm looking for a Hoppip one.
metal. I might need to look into this later, but I will definitely have one of those once
I found a
have
Hoppip planter off eBay.
Oh,
It's $12.
once I am safe in my own house, I know what I'm getting.
Put an aloe vera plant in it. Believe me, they come in handy.
Forbes has Forbes has assigned names to the starters. We have Plant Kitten, Fire Gator, and Hat Duck.
I hate everything
I don't
about it.
I don't care what its name actually is. If I pick it as a starter in the if it turns out that its final evolution is great, I'm naming it Hat Duck for my stream.
Thank you, Forbes.
It looks like Iberia Peninsula.
We'll
The-
see when Game Freak wants to talk more about Scarlet and Violet. So instead, just print out those starters and stare at them on your wall for a while.
No, I mean like the map itself. It looks kind of like the Iberian Peninsula.
It looks like Iberia rotated 180 degrees clockwise.
So it wasn't just me getting that. I'm like, it.
Yeah,
it
but-
looks like
You see how it includes a land bridge around rather than having like a massive sea that you'd explore, like a massive water section below and that being the end of the map. They have land wrapping around the bottom of it. That looks like desert. That could actually be looking at like not rotated 180, flipped. You get what I'm saying? Like that could be
No,
like a land bridge across to Morocco.
I say rotated 180 degrees because I think that's Barcelona.
that kind of looked like Corsica.
Of course,
No,
We moved Corsica to the south of Spain. Okay.
No, like those two little islands that like Spain
it's the Baleares. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
and France are always fighting for.
yeah, the Balearic Islands.
What was I looking at?
Can we just point out the audacity? The audacity of Game Freak.
To do what?
Yeah, what'd they do?
There's less than 10 months until this game. And what do we know about it?
The starters.
That's fine. That's
The
how I want
starters
my game
and
information to happen.
The
the thing,
starters and
here's the
the
thing.
titles.
Keep in mind, we still have to get through E3, and we're probably gonna get a lot more then.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh,
This is just
you're right.
Pokemon Day reveal. Like there is plenty of opportunity.
This is how
for
they
them to
do it.
give us more.
This is how they do it every year. This is
Well,
the release.
every 3 years.
No, that's you misunderstand me, Crystal. The big announcement each year. Sorry, Pokemon Day is where they announce these are the things that are coming, and usually tell us very little.
Hey,
Usually tell us very little.
Can we pull up the starters again?
And then what happens is E3 rolls around and we learn a ton more. 2020 was weird because they were releasing some of the content prior to E3, so they had to give us more information. Yeah, I'll pull the stars again.
Here we go.
Hat Duck, Fire Gator, and Plant Kitty. I
wait.
think. Wait, hang on. I don't think it's a cat.
What do you think it is?
Fox.
You think it's more Volpine?
I think it is a red herring. That it is because foxes are what happens when a dog fills the ecological niche of a cat.
See, I was more looking at the fire starter.
Yeah.
Does that look like an apple to anybody else?
Yes. Are we gonna? But they wouldn't do Firegrass for a starter
Or what?
because it would like. Game Freak doesn't always do the best on their type triangle, but even they understand that they can't make one of the starters share the starting type of the other starter. You're right, it does look applish.
Well, the reason
It could be a skull.
No, the reason I say it looks like an apple is one. Look at the top of the head.
It looks like a stem, yes.
And look at if you cut an apple in half. Look at the end of its nose.
I think it might go Fireground for very similar reasons to what you're describing, but I don't think they're going to do Firegrass.
Or is it a chili?
It's chili. Chili is usually what people reach for when they're coming up with what a Firegrass Pokemon is.
Its tail, like just the red part of its tail, looks like it looks kind of like a chili. And
It
an apple
does.
at the same time.
What's that thing on its chest? Is it a Pokeball red herring? Look at it. That looks like a latch. I mean, not the circular latch we usually get, but
ahead, babe.
No, I was pulling it up on mine. Because I'm getting the zoom in to look at that. And yeah, I don't know.
it looks kind of like a latch, right? Like not the circle that's iconic for Pokeballs, but like
Yeah, and here's the thing, it has that same exact color, like a little bit on its tail. So we can assume there's kind of like a similar square on
Mhm.
its tail.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know what information that adds, but
But it's cute.
It's cute. I love the fire starter.
I'll be honest, since you pointed out that it looks like an apple, I now think it's actually a little cuter and a little less derpy because I'm like, why does this look so flippin' weird? Now that I know it's kind of looks like an apple, it's like, okay. This doesn't feel as weird now.
Are apples associated with that part of the world?
Oh,
That's a valid question.
guys, we have English names.
We do?
We have names for the starters.
They've confirmed the names? What are they?
According to Cerebi.net.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell? I mean, I know Joe has connections, but like, wow.
Sprigatito.
Okay.
Fuecoco.
Okay.
And Quaxley.
Quaxley is okay. Quaxley is the best name. Like, it's not the best looking Pokemon, but Quaxley is a fantastic. Let me say how good Quaxley is as a nickname, as a name. Quaxley is so good that I expect somebody was thinking of naming the Pokemon Quaxley. Hold on, I expected somebody. I can imagine somebody seeing that Pokemon going, I'm gonna name it Quaxley, and then finding out that's the name of the species.
Go ahead.
Right?
Okay, I just wanted you to go back to those images, because these images are, well, I don't want to say they're different from like the images that were presented on the thing, but I thought the little sprig on its head was green, and if you go to Fuecoco, that's yellow.
It's
It
yellow.
looked green in the painting. I'm not crazy, right?
No.
Yeah. It might be because
Fuecoco.
it's more against red.
Yeah. That happens a lot with.
I will say this: these names give
tell us
some
things.
some of a confirmation
So Fuecoco, fire chocolate.
that we're in Spain. Well, fuego is the Spanish word for
For
fire.
fire, and cocoa is it's hot chocolate. We have a Pokemon named Hot Chocolate.
But it doesn't look like
chili
hot chocolate at all.
No, but do you know what's a typical way in Mexico for hot chocolate to be prepared? With cinnamon and chili powder. And if you've never had it that way, you owe it to yourself. It's really good.
Wait, sprigatito. Gato.
Gato.
Gatito, kitten.
Little cat or kitten. Sprig.
Little sprig.
Little sprig kitten.
Little sprig cat.
Okay,
It's a
so
little sprig cat.
I was wrong about Fox.
Yeah.
I was wrong about Fox. Fair
It
enough.
is a cat. It is a cat.
He's
It is in fact
definitely
a cat.
And Quaxley is Quaxley.
Quaxley.
Okay,
needs no
I'm
introduction.
going to say, now that I see that it's a much lighter blue than what it looked like in the video, it still looks like a hat, but it looks more like hair. Like, it feels less completely out of place.
Yeah.
But yes.
That dark blue made it really lean into Captain's hat in a way that felt jarring.
But yes, this is definitely Spanish.
Wait, hang on.
Wait. Fuecoco. Fuego and cocodrilo.
Oh.
What's cocodrilo?
Or cocodilo.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Yes. Cocos. Yeah, we sometimes call call coco or call crocodiles cocos.
But it's also going to be the influence from Cocoa as chocolate as well, because Pokemon names draw from multiple sources. That's what makes their etymology so good.
And honestly, I think that being that way does kind of support your like ground theory.
Yeah.
Like fire ground.
It's what I wanted Scorbunny to be. I wanted Scorbunny to be fire ground.
I now want to see somebody make you know that the meme with the dancing girl and the duck.
Yeah,
Hey,
do that with Quaxley.
Quaxley.
Yes. If Luke were here, he could tell us which VTuber it is that's associated with.
It's so cute. Look at how happy it is. Look at how happy Fuecoco is.
The thing is, as the laid back firecroc Pokemon that does things at its own pace. It takes a siesta.
It's
You
what
sound very happy about this.
Cerebi, what's the URL again? Cerebi.com
Cerebi.net
/
index 2.
You can ask him. I get off of work at
.shtml.
I get off work at 1:00. I eat lunch and then I take a nap and then I go to the gym and then do homework. I live for naps. Naps are amazing.
Oh yeah, there you are.
All right. .sh
TM. You're on the.
Okay, where's the information about the siesta thing?
Okay.
No. That was just something that I saw on.
It is on Cerebi though. You see where it says new Pokemon page?
New Pokemon
Click
page.
that. Sprigatito.
Ability Overgrow, Ability
Oh my
Blaze,
God,
Ability Torn.
Its name is Niauha in Japanese. That's adorable.
Hogita and Kawasu. I love that it's Quaxley.
Quack.
He's not my favorite of the three, but I love his name.
It looks very pretentious.
Wait, it tells us their abilities.
Well, yeah. So the reason it does that, I don't know if Joe knows these for certain. My hunch would be he does. But here's the thing: every starter has Overgrow if it's grass,
Has
Blaze
Overgrow,
if it's
Blaze, and
fire, or
Torrent.
Torrent if it's water. They all do the same thing, just for a different type. Power up that type of move when
That's-
below 50% health.
Yeah. The capricious, attention-seeking grass cat Pokemon.
The laid-back fire croc Pokemon that does things at its own pace. And the earnest and tidy duckling Pokemon.
Look at our boy. Okay, that cat is still like absolutely.
Migu 3 Elzera. I should buy followers. I should buy followers, huh? Ban.
Click,
Done.
click, boom, then it happened. How
Yeah.
do you get all this information?
I don't know, but babe, can you send me the link to that page so I can look at it for myself?
This to the Serapi page?
Yeah, because I can't full screen it for some reason through like your stream.
The one with
Yeah,
just
the
the
new
new?
ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spregatito.
Do you guys know Cerebi's policy for revealing information?
What?
Or posting stuff on their site. So they'll post spoilers and stuff all over their site, except the main page. The main page, they only post the stuff that's been officially revealed by Nintendo. So, like, if for Pokemon Legends Arceus, right? They didn't reveal the starters' final evolutions on the main page until Nintendo put them out via official channels that weren't the game itself. Because the idea is, once it's out through media outside the game, it's no longer a spoiler because Nintendo's released it. Right? That's their philosophy. And I respect it a lot.
Please, Game Freak, make it evolve into a dragon. Please, Game Freak, make it evolve into a dragon. Please,
Game Freak, make it evolve into a dragon.
Oh god, a fire dragon starter.
I would die.
Amazing.
I would die. Like, Serperior
Guys,
should have been Grass
guys.
Dragon.
So Cerebi also has compiled the list of the what we know is going to be in the region.
Okay.
Solely off of
The trailer.
the trailer. If you go back to the index one, available Pokemon: Sprigatito, Fuecoca, Quaxley,
Starly, Staravia, Staraptor,
the Starly
Petalil.
line, Petalil
Wait.
again.
Important question.
What?
Did we see all three of these? Because remember, seeing one Pokemon from a line these days doesn't confirm the entire line is in the region because of regional variants and regional evolutions.
Oh, yeah, but until proven otherwise, like
It's
speculation.
reasonable enough to assume. Yeah, that's fair. Petalil, Lilligant.
Sweet, Steenie, Tsarina,
Psyduck, Golduck,
Golduck,
Combi, Vespiquen,
Vespiquen,
Drifloon. I'm happy to see Stonjourner again. I like him.
Big Rock Boy,
Meowth, Persian, Wingull.
Babe, we need to keep Markiplier away from the new Pokemon gen.
Yeah, I know. Can we not go into that on stream right now, please?
Wingull, Pelipper,
Pelipper, Clauncher, Clawitzer
Clawitzer. Okay.
is back. Yeah. Swablu, Altaria, Seviper, Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff, Pichu, Pikachu, Raichu,
Happiny,
Chansey, Blissey.
Which that
I
line
never
would
noticed
say
that
is
happening. I
probably-
never noticed that Chansey's egg is more goldish.
Yeah.
Huh.
We could say for certain that line stays the same because we literally saw Blissey just
Yeah,
come out.
that was fair.
So
Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone, Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar, Riolu, Lucario, Zorua,
and
Zoroark. Hot bet, Hisuian, Zoroark.
Have a region variant.
Well, we have a regional variant in Legends Arceus, and I'm making the hot bet that it's going to be back in this version.
I know.
here's the thing though, we saw the regular version. And keep in mind, Legends Arceus takes place in the past.
I know.
so far in the past, we don't actually
It's-
know how far back.
It's not just that it takes place in the past, it's that it takes place in the past on the opposite side of the world. Because Sinnoh is Hokkaido.
Yeah. I know.
If we're in Spain,
I rescind the hot take, not for what you said, but because I just remembered that Zoroark is one of the ones where it's a completely regional variant chain instead of just the final evolutions are regional. So I rescind it for that reason.
Okay. I will say, based on this lineup, I think looking at that lineup of potential Pokemon, I think that anything we've seen in Arceus has a potential to have a regional variant for this game as a way to diversify. Because think about it, you don't want the same exact Pokemon
all the time.
And it's like, okay, well, a lot of these Pokemon were in BDSP. A good number of these Pokemon are in Arceus.
Here's the legit question. You ready? I know that they said they don't want to do national tax, but that got a really bad response. And part of the argument was, let's be honest, we don't have models for everything, right? They're at the point now where there are only like 100 or 200 models shy of having the entire Dex on Switch. Is it possible that they say, hey, hang on. Is it possible that they say, hey, Gen 9 is where we're going to hit 1,000 Pokemon. So everything's in, and this is the last time everything's in. Catch it all. Catch it all, and then we will continue with the philosophy we had for Gen 7, for Gen 8, which is, we're not going to have everything, but we understand that you wanted to have it all. So for this game where we hit 1,000, we'll do it as one final send-off.
I want a variant of Tauros.
I love a regional.
Yes.
Give me a regional evolution, please.
Guys, I found the
like, I don't want a
Spain
variant
map.
If this is similar to Spain, yeah, I know. Timestamp's 1139.
Yeah, it's right. You didn't go far back enough the first time.
I went back to it briefly, but I'll pull it back up again. I have it on 0.25 speed, so I can have an easier time slamming space.
Because your reaction time sucks.
Yeah, it does. I have a medical condition.
Bam, right there.
Perfect. Yeah, I literally think that wall that we're seeing right there is just, they printed out all the stuff that they had in their design doc and stapled it to the wall.
Stapled it to a
like, they were just like, yeah, no, this is actually the design doc we were working.
Stapled to a piece of corkboard.
Yeah. And I expect Masuda to say as much in an interview halfway through development, halfway through reveal season. Like, yeah, so what you saw on the wall, that's basically what our Google Drive looked like.
I'm still thinking about Tauros and how they would design that. Ooh,
I don't want a regional variant. I want a regional evolution because Tauros is cool. Tauros is already basically the Pokemon that they would make for this region. So give me an Evo instead of a regional variant.
So it's Spanish. We're getting Spain as a region. Which...
Running of the Tauros was literally a thing in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
So, evolution, please.
Which makes me very happy. Because, hot take, I don't think Spain gets enough representation compared to, England and France.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad that it's clearly not just Spain, though. They're definitely pulling it, Spain might be the focus, but they're pulling in the entire They're pulling in the entire Mediterranean for influence here. It's just Spain's probably, if we're saying what's the influence, Spain's probably 60, and everything else is 40.
So if I may, we have, there's Starly.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Starly. Right there. Look, it's a Starly.
Do you think this is a wild area, or do you think, as I'm thinking, that they went the Legends
think this
Arceus
is
route
open. I
and
think
stuff
this
is
is-
open?
I'm seeing every fucking news article that I'm seeing is saying this is open world.
Yeah, but none of them know anything.
There's the thingies,
Mm-hmm.
Hoppips, in front of a bunch of windmills.
Yeah, we don't need to go through every Pokemon in the trailer step by step again.
Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know if this is just something I missed that we all missed. You're right, Adam. I hate to say it, but you're right.
On Hisui and Zoroark?
Yes, I noticed that there was.
Oh, right, they were in there, weren't they?
Screenshots. Yeah, I must have missed it.
What?
But on Cerebi, I noticed there's a tab that's pre-release screenshots, and the last screenshot is a Lucario fighting a Hisuian Zoroark.
Hey, baby!
And the model behind it is very clearly the same boy that we saw in front of the house. So I can't deny it. And I'm sorry I called you out. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. Look, there's a lot here. You cannot blame me for somehow
No,
missing that.
I'm just like, I'm not gonna blame you for missing it. I'm just really happy for myself that like it went back into the brain registry and then got recalled unconsciously.
See, the reason I'm going through this is because I want to see what final evolutions we got, so we know what we don't get as regionals.
Right. I don't think we saw a Persian.
Mm-mm.
No.
Meow.
And Meowth seems to be a very popular one for some reason.
I honestly I don't know either way on if there is hang on. I don't know either way if there is a regional evolution for Meowth and Hisui. I don't want to be told, but I like that for the first 2 generations in which we had regional variants, Meowth was the poster child for it, and I want that to continue. I like that there is one Pokemon that we can reasonably expect will get a regional variant every generation.
Pikachu.
And that
I
it
think it's
gets
a girl.
No, doesn't have the heart tail.
Aw, it's little.
That is
Electrocop
one of the
look
only
bigger.
That is one of the only sex-based differences in Pokemon that I have committed to memory.
Just Blissey, just chilling.
No.
Sleepy Blissey. Viper.
The texturing on Seviper. Individual scales.
Larvitar.
It actually doesn't have the. I didn't see the evolutions of Larvitar.
Yeah.
No, but we only got to see Larvitar.
I'd be surprised if Larvitar gets a regional.
Okay,
Not saying
so-
it can't. I'd just be a little surprised.
All right. So I just rewatched like the actual gameplay part of the footage. That's not actually in there. So I don't know where Cerebi got this screenshot of Hisuian Zoroark fighting a Lucario, but that is not in
The trailer.
the trailer.
Did
And there's
Cerebi
actually
accidentally a leak?
It might have, because here's the thing. I'm looking at some of these shots, and we didn't get some of these shots. Like the shot right before it is the kid standing in
Can
front
you
of the
DM me
house.
the link?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, can you
absolutely. Give me-
send me
Because
that?
I want to be showing people on stream because we're still live.
Absolutely. Just give me 1 sec. I'll send it to both of you.
Hello and welcome to Pokemon Speculation Hour.
I retitled look. Check out what the name of the stream is.
I don't want to.
Theory crafting
I
new
do.
starters.
Theory crafting.
I mean, it's not just the starters for theory crafting. But yeah, no, looking at some of these shots don't seem like they were, or they're cleaner versions of what we saw. So either they just got really good resolution.
I'm
but
gonna
some of these
change
shots-
over. I'm gonna change. You know what? In the future for Pokemon Presents, I don't think I'm gonna put it under special events. I think I'm gonna put it under the most recent Pokemon game instead.
I think it's not difficult for me to believe that Cerebi has inside information from Nintendo or from Game Freak.
No, we know Nintendo works with the creators. Birdkeeper Toby has a Pokemon card based off of him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Also,
cute.
Birdkeeper Toby is a really cool dude, and anybody not following him should. He rated me for a charity stream last year? Or the year before?
This
And donated like
Aw,
$50 and donated like $50 of his own money too. It was really cool.
Okay. Okay, so interesting thing on the picture of the starters, zoomed out, the top of Fuecoco looks green, but when it zoomed in, it's yellow.
Okay. That's because of the color. It's the lighting in the
color
room.
theory.
It's the lighting in the
Messing
room.
With our head.
Is it bad that I still think Scarlet and Violet is still a reference to the Roman Empire?
Still can be. Well, wait, no. David.
Can't. What?
Spain. Rome versus Phoenicia. Rome versus Carthage. They fought part of their war in Iberia.
Spain. In what would now be
I just
Spain.
want everybody to look at the fact that they textured individual scales on Sviper, and what a step forward that is for Pokemon.
Yes, respect my.
Yeah, there's a couple of these pictures. We don't have all of these.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
He's Lucario fighting.
Like this is it seems like a much cleaner shot. Like no matter how I pause, I could not get it looking that clean.
What the
one he just showed on.
I'm opening them all, and then I'm gonna tab through them just to make life easier.
Ash. There. That's about as clean as we're gonna get this shot, without it being in 4K.
So we have the overall arching. God, this is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Well, I have a question. Why do the Pokemon centers look like gas stations?
Because essentially it is in this realm.
What? That the Pokemon Center is just 7-Eleven?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
What, Blue?
It's kind of the gas station.
Yeah.
I remember the Sojourner shot. I remember that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkins are pumpkins like a big thing in Spain, or is that or am I just like reaching at this point? I might be just reaching at this
I
point.
don't know, but we definitely didn't see this.
I don't remember this.
No, don't remember this shot.
No, this shot. I don't think this shot happened.
I definitely didn't see that shot.
Spain produces more pumpkins than any other member state of the EU. They grow
Wow.
They grow 115,000 metric tons a year.
Oh my god.
So like 12. So like 12 pumpkins. Okay.
The shorts on this character look like the conquistador stripe pants.
Yeah, kind of. Do you know who produces the second most pumpkins?
Who?
In the EU? France! At 96,000 metric tons.
So like 8 pumpkins. Got it.
I guess they really like pumpkins.
The joke wasn't funny the first time.
I disagree.
What is that?
That is Hisuian Zoroark.
And if it looks like an eldritch being, that's because it is.
Well, I wouldn't quite go that far, but you're not that far off either.
It looks so creepy.
This is the official forms introduced a year ago, 3 months ago, whatever October was.
That would be about 5 months.
This is it's still the pandemic. It's still March 7th. It's still March 700th of 2020.
Hisui and Zorua is just adorable.
It is. And
The
it's called the
spiteful
Spiteful Fox
Hold
Pokemon.
up. Are they getting the things mixed up? Because I kind of remember. Yeah, I'm like, are they getting the releases mixed up? For
No, that shot is not. That screenshot has to be new because of the characters. But I'm showing you footage from the Legends Arceus reveal stuff.
from today. Because
No.
I remember seeing.
This is old footage. I'm showing you old footage because you had asked about Hisui and Zoroark from the new video. So this is new. This is old.
The only thing that makes me believe for any period of time that picture
Is that it's on Cerebi.
The only thing that makes me believe that is the outfit of the Pokemon trainer. That's the only thing.
Well, and it being posted to Cerebi.
No, people are human.
People are human. I understand that. I understand that even Joe can make a mistake. Joe has such a good track record that I would believe him first until proven otherwise. Because of his track record. Because you're right, he is human. Holy Jesus, does he do great. My biggest issue with Cerebi is I don't particularly like the visual layout, which is why I don't use it all that much. But in spoiler season, you cannot do better. I think he maintains a great website. I just prefer Bulbapedia's layout.
According to comicbook.com, the official description for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet confirms the new games will be open world.
Okay. So we're going back to...
Will be compatible with Pokemon Home.
6 months after launch.
I love that we have Quaxley.
It's such a good name.
It's such a stupid fucking name.
But based on first starter, if it's based on just basics, I am hard slamming Fuego Coco.
Fuecoco. That's adorable. It's so cute.
And I think I know what my naming convention is going to be for my inevitable Nuzlocke run.
Is it going to be fruits?
Nope, it's going to be AEW wrestlers because I'm naming him Del Sol after Fuego Del Sol.
Oh, okay.
The question is, which one's getting named CM Punk?
I prefer Mankind. Mick Foley.
He's not in AEW.
I don't care.
Although AEW has gained a hell of a roster over the past year.
Yeah. So, yes. We've basically almost confirmed that it's Spain, right?
Yeah.
Who just came in?
Becca! Hello!
Becca! Welcome to Pokemon!
I just messaged Crystal and I saw you guys here, and I'm like, oh, I should just come down. Hi.
We're streaming.
We're talking about the new Pokemon stuff.
Yes, real quick, we are on stream. Heads up.
Hold on. Hold on. Pause.
As a general rule, if I am in this server, a stream is going on.
Okay. Hello.
But did you see the Pokemon Direct? Have you seen the
did,
trailer?
yes. I did,
Okay,
yes.
good. Then you are up to speed.
Well, you're up to where we were half an hour ago.
May I?
Go ahead.
Okay, so one thing. First off, we know the new, we're not 100%.
Let's start with what we know 100%, which is the starter names.
We know the starters. The starters are Sprigatito,
Oh.
Fuecoco,
Oh.
and Quaxley.
And which name is associated with which Pokemon?
If you look at my stream, if you look at what I'm sharing in stream,
Oh, Sprigatito's the cat, the grass cat. Fuecoco is the fire gator, or the fire crocodile, and Quaxley's the duck.
The fire crocodile looks like an apple. I love it.
Yes.
We also thought that.
It does.
yeah.
It does
And what
look
we
like an
realized,
apple.
and it also looked kind of like a chili. And what we realized is inspirations for the name. Apparently, they
Oh.
call gators cocos.
Or they call crocodiles.
They're called crocs,
I believe
cocos.
it's Cocodilo?
Yeah, which is often shortened to cocos. Coco is also
Cocodrilo, or Cocodrilo is the Spanish word for crocodile.
and often shortened to coco.
Yeah.
Coco is also obviously
Fuego.
Fuego is fire, and Coco was also obviously chocolate. So, and in many Spanish colonies, one of the ways that hot chocolate is frequently made is with cinnamon and chili powder.
Is this Pokemon turned into a hot chocolate Pokemon?
It's a hot chocolate.
It might be.
Sprigatito. So gato is the Spanish word for cat, which means gatito is little cat or kitten.
And Sprigatito is,
And a sprig is just like a little plant.
or a piece of a plant,
Or a
often.
piece of a plant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it like sprigs of
You're gonna
parsley are the parts you
You're
put.
gonna be a vicious tiger when you get older, aren't you, Sprigatito?
And then Quaxley,
And then Quaxley,
which
the
is
duck.
just it quacks. And you can argue that Lee has some significance because Lee's been the name of a lot of military figures. But
it's Quaxly.
right, but Pokemon seal is seal misspelled, okay? Dugong is dugong misspelled.
Well, I have a question. Considering all the starters so far have kind of been inspired by food, what is... Oh, wait a second. I get the food for this one now, I think.
Wait, what? What do you mean all the starters have been inspired by food? What?
The kitten is a plant.
All right.
The crocodile is a plant, technically. Okay, so you can say it's more plant-inspired.
But
/ food-inspired, whatever you want. What is the duck? And then I realized, oh,
it's
wait,
a duck.
duck.
What is the duck?
Nothing
But
tastes better than a roast duck.
what is the the answer to the question? What is the duck? The entree. Somebody would like to
You have
clip
the
that.
side salad, the drink, cocoa.
Adam, he's supposed to be your starter and not the main course.
A lot of people.
Well, no, here's the thing. I picked a different starter and then use him as the main course.
Well, remember, one of the big features. Remember, one of the big features of Pokemon Sword and Shield was the curry Dex. So,
Oh no!
Oh, hit up that guy on TikTok. Let's see how he cooks these guys.
No!
Yeah, there's a guy on TikTok who explains how he would cook Pokemon.
there's also
Well, there's no other animals when you think about it. Like, where are you getting beef?
there are other animals. If we go back to the
Tauros.
if we go back to the early
Miltank.
if we go back to the early episodes of the Pokemon anime and the early entries in the Pokedex, both reference real world animals. So
Okay.
Yeah, but there's also plenty of references to people eating Pokemon
Yeah.
as well.
that is true. I'm just
So-
saying there probably is a category of people in this world where you know how there's like vegans and vegetarians and pescatarians. There's probably a group where it's like, I will eat regular animals, but I will not eat Pokemon. That is probably an entire dietary culture.
And then there's an entire counterculture that is they will eat Pokemon.
And only Pokemon.
Not the regular animal.
So wait, they practice Poketarianism?
Yeah. Well, hey. Hold up. It gets better because you could even make the argument that Poketarianism would make sense because the Pokemon could consent to being eaten parts.
Oh, no.
Because what I'm getting at here is Appleton makes secretions from its back and doesn't feel much pain and doesn't feel pain when people take parts of it as pastry. So, like, this has been shown to be a thing within society as, like, eating portions of the animal while leaving it, because they're like grass Pokemon that keep regrowing parts.
We are about 99.5% certain
That it is the Mediterranean, and about...
I wish you wouldn't interrupt me.
Okay.
That we're in Spain/Iberia.
I would say I'm about 99% certain we're in the Mediterranean, and about 85% certain we're in Spain.
Twitter's already kind of trying to prove that it's Spain, to be honest, because
There's a map.
There is overwhelming proof that it is Spain.
Just give me 1 second if I could try and find it, because someone said, "Oh, the
Pokemon
building."
trending with Donald Duck.
Okay, here we go. The Gen 9 Pokemon League could be inspired by the... I'm gonna fuck this up. Excuse me, sorry.
Sagrada Familia.
Yeah, Sagrada Familia from Barcelona, Spain.
And there's a map.
Okay, I'm slightly disappointed, and I really hope we get a regional variant of this one Pokemon.
Which is?
Oricorio.
We already have a flamenco version! I just want to see the flamenco version here!
Yes.
I don't need a new regional variant, I just need to see the one that we already have present.
Speaking of, I was too like shy to say this earlier because I was nervous. Like we were all thinking, Mediterranean. But if you actually look in the house, there is like a painting of what looks like a flamenco dancer. And it's like that's very Spain.
Oh,
but
yeah,
once you think
okay.
Mediterranean, that doesn't prove anything. And it's like maybe that's a hint for the next game. But no, it's this game. As soon as I heard the starter names, I'm like, oh, that kind of proves Spain.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Not only that, but if you actually like look at the house the one kid is going through, there is very much a Spanish inspiration for it.
The outside was making me think like Italy, but the architecture is not exactly dissimilar. Mediterranean Revival pulls in elements of both Italy and Spain, so yeah.
Guys,
I thought of an interesting prospect. Now that we kind of have this potential proof.
Oh yeah, you're right. That color palette is absolutely Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah, see what I mean? That's why I was like the first thing that I thought was Casita. An interesting prospect that I thought of while looking through the stuff, that Hisui and Zoroark, it makes me wonder, what if we're kind of between times? Like, what if we've kind of gone back in Pokemon times, but not back as far as, like, Arceus back?
That could explain why the clothing is throwing me off a little bit. I'm like, that doesn't...
Yeah, because I'm thinking about it, and it's like Scarlet, and we keep mentioning like Conquistadors and things like that, and I'm like, this all feels very historical in a way.
But
Meiji, it makes me wonder,
but
would they?
It looks like
but that would be going further back in time because
extending on your idea, babe. This feels like a collision of old Imperial Spain with newer modern stuff.
I think they're so can I make my idea? I think it's modern. I think it's modern in time period. Firstly because we'd have to be going back even further to hit Conquistadors and shit because
1500s.
Because Arceus hold on. Because Arceus is based on the Meiji Restoration in like the 1800s.
No.
Yeah. That's when Hisui is being that's when Sinnoh is being settled.
I thought it was
It's not feudal Japan.
It was Sengoku.
No, it's Meiji. Loxton did a really good take apart on this. Because it's Sinnoh is Hokkaido, and the lineup is with the Meiji Restoration, where they're filling out the initial Pokedex. The architecture matches, the textiles becoming more prevalent matches. Like it's up and down the chain, and the clothing particularly matches that era.
I mean, here's the thing though. Nobody said that our timeline has to match up with their timeline.
Right,
And
but
obviously, we're kind of back. We're clearly more back in the future because we're seeing, we're gonna be probably going back to, hey, people and Pokemon working together as we've seen in any other game. There's no fear level. Like, we literally, there's Swablu on the
to the weird.
lines. There's a Pikachu just sitting in the center of town. So
Yeah.
obviously, we're not that far back. But it
There's
makes me wonder if they would bridge the gap like
there's
that.
wild Pokemon in towns.
Yeah. The
There's a Blissey sleeping in the corner.
the thing I'm thinking.
Hey,
The thing I'm thinking is this is modern day, but that the theme of the game is going to carry on the theme from Legends Arceus, which is old versus new, and culture shift over time. I think that's going to be the driving theme behind it, because look at the fonts for Scarlet versus Violet. Usually,
Guys,
historically, the fonts for both games were the same font. That is clearly not the case here.
guys, I
Okay.
just realized something.
Mhm.
I think Sprigatito is covered in catnip.
Oh, that's too good.
Okay, that's good.
I think it's made of catnip.
oh, that would be great.
Oh, it's high.
It's a high kick.
It is
Alright,
so
we
very
get-
high.
We get the drugged out weed addict that is Hisuian Typhlosion, and now we have High Cat.
I love him.
Reaper, I think you might be right because
If he is right, I am now 100% don't care about the rest of the line. I'm going with the High Cat.
His eyes are also super wide. His pupils are
And
exceptionally
see-through
dilated.
time.
I'm pretty sure I'm going Fuecoco. I love Fuecoco.
I might have to go with the High Cat.
Can I say my number one hope? My number one hope. It's not that I don't get a firefighting starter. It's that we don't get 3 monotype starters again. As long as it's been like 4 generations since a firefighting. If they do it again, fine, whatever. I just don't want monotype starters because
No,
they're
you're right,
boring.
'cause, you're right, because
It was Gen 5.
was Fire Dark.
I mean, just based off of the starter version, I can say that Fuecoco is probably going to be, my best guess is Ground, Rock,
Fire
Dragon.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Either Fire Ground, Fire Rock, or Fire Dragon.
Weird thought. He's incredibly cheerful. I'd put this as a later idea on the list, but not like below the top half. Fairy. I don't think it's going to be. But I'd go Rock. Sorry, I go Ground, Rock, Dragon, and then like Fairy's probably at like 4th or 5th place.
Yeah, I often forget that Fairy is a type.
Because we've had a Fairy starter. It happened in Alola. But it was Water Fairy.
The question is, all right, so if we think we're going to see dual types, I mean, we have a pretty clear idea, or at least a couple ideas of what Fuecoco could be. What would the other two be, though?
Quaxley could be water flying.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it seems not unlikely. Or Water Steel. They might go the Empoleon route again.
Oh my, no. Are we gonna get fucking Moby Duck as a Pokemon?
Oh my god! Now I have to.
Moby Duck.
So that's your run through the game. It's just Longest John's songs.
He does kind of look like a sailor.
Call me Quaxley.
Call me Quackmail. Call me Ishmael. Ishmael crossed out Quaxley, scrawled on it, and Chicken Scratch. Or Duck Scratch, as the case may be.
I have a prediction for the cat. Grass Fairy.
I can see it.
I mean,
I can see it.
yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
see that over the fire,
Wait,
having a
wait,
grass fairy.
wait. Actually, that makes sense because, like, think about it. What are the Fae connected to?
Are they connected to catnip?
Plants. They're connected to plants.
Oh, I'm still. You know
Fae
what I'm
have
upset about
connection
though?
to
Do you know what?
plants.
Do you know what I'm upset about?
What?
So the Corgi Pokemon in Gen 8 is a great Pokemon, right?
Right.
But they missed out on a really clever thing they could have done.
Mm-hmm.
Corgis are, in myth, the steeds of the Fae and the chariot
Are you
pullers of the
suggesting we could
Fae.
have gotten, like, Electric Fairy?
Electric Fairy Corgi! It would have been perfect! When I first saw the Pokemon and its typing hadn't been revealed, I was like, or we didn't know about evolutions, I was like, please be fairy, please be fairy, please be fairy, because corgis and fairies. But to be fair, cats also play a fairly substantial role in Fae. Like, I don't know if you're aware of this, the thing that kills King Arthur in Legend is a giant cat. And while we're in Spain, they do like to do callbacks to previous gens. Some would like them to stop doing so many callbacks to Gen 1. I'm in that camp. But I like the callbacks on the whole.
Sprigatito. It's so cute.
There's already fan art of these guys
Yeah.
online.
I'm impressed by the speed. It's been an hour. I could understand if there was a Twitch stream going on right now where somebody starts drawing it. I can't believe they finished something.
Well, no, because it's already 11 o'clock. It premiered at 9. You figure it was done before 9:30, so they've had like an hour and a half.
Oh, wait, we've been going for 2 hours now, haven't we? Holy crap.
Yeah, it's 11.
Yeah, it's 11, which means
Wow.
I'm gonna have to go soon, but like...
That time kind of just disappeared on me.
I would also like to point out that
somebody said, I honestly wish they would slow down on making new Pokemon generations after Sword and Shield, but I support this boy unconditionally, and it's just a picture of Fuecoco.
My thoughts.
What, that?
Yeah.
Slow down.
But this
I love
boy great.
I love him.
And just so you guys know, yes, our little cat, people have also drawn them high.
Oh. Already. I'm glad we're not the only ones who made this connection.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture and it's like Sprigatito will be drawn in either one of two ways. There is no in between. Cute or high.
You can do both. You can do both.
Hey, Adam. Behold, I found a picture of the new fire starter. I DM'd it to you in Discord.
Okay.
It's an alligator that's on fire.
We're going to do a raid because we've been going for 2 hours. This is just going to be like a VOD upload to YouTube. I am going to raid somebody who's been incredibly kind as I've been getting this channel going. Birdkeeper Toby is an incredible person. He is currently he's just recently come back to streaming, and he is doing a run where he sees if you can beat Pokemon Legends Arceus as Ash Ketchum. So I'm guessing it's focused on using Pokemon that Ash has used in his games in the series. So we're gonna raid at Birdkeeper Toby, and I want everybody to copy over the raid message.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What do we think the shinies are gonna look like?
Okay, we're going to answer this very important question, and then we're going to raid. Because you're right, this needs to be addressed. Okay. Quaxley, my hunch is leaning towards a more brownish color. Not a particularly drab brown, but like...
More of like a golden brown, maybe?
I'm not looking for roast duck. I'm looking for like a nice... I'm looking for like a nice mid-tone brown. Like a nice duck brown, right? Or maybe a green. Like a drab green.
Oh my god.
Wait,
think...
because I'm going for drab green. Here's why. The duck is clearly a military duck. What is the other military color scheme that is very common?
Green.
Green.
Camel.
So shifts to and green is common color for ducks. So drab green for like that deep green. Yeah.
I think Quaxley is inspired by Captain Ahab.
Okay. Can we continue with the guesses on?
Yes. Go ahead.
Coco is green. Like Coco is bright green.
You think Fuecoco's bright green?
I think Fuecoco's bright green. For the body. I don't know what the color for his face is.
Granny Smith apple?
No, wait, it's clearly based on it's leaning into like fire and chilies and such is the way I think it's going. So bright green chilies. I think the face probably stays white, but a slightly different shade of it. You know how sometimes you'll have a Pokemon where it's like one part of the body drastically changes color and another part just slightly shifts? I think that's what's going to happen here. It's still going to be mostly the same white, like a slightly different cream.
Give us... Well, okay.
And then Sprigatito.
Sprigatito.
Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah, someone pointed out that like Sprigatito kind of looks like just a grass litten. I hope they don't go the Inferion route.
It was Infernape. Or no, or was it Inferion?
It was Infernape was the monkey. You're thinking Delphox.
No.
As the final Evo.
That was Fennekin.
The Fire Kitty.
The Fire Kitty was...
Thank you. I can never figure out.
Right, okay. Yeah. I don't think they're going to go Incineroar. This one's too happy.
It's way too damn happy.
It's also damn hot.
I'm going to say this now. If any of these three is going to be the dark type, it's going to be Quaxley.
Yeah.
Look at those eyes. Look at those cold, soulless eyes.
Yeah.
He's secretly plotting our demise.
Also, I'm gonna float this as an idea as the typing that I would think in fourth place above Fairy, Ghost for Fuecoco, because the face kind of looks like a skull mask. So I think they might go like Fire Ghost by the end of it.
That could be interesting, kind of like a callback, like a Cubone. Didn't we have what was it? Fire.
It was Fire Ghost for the Alolan, yeah. And also we've had a Ghost type starter before, again in Alola. Alola was really good at like give us neat secondary typings, and I hope they revisit that.
Is it Day of the Dead in Spanish, or is that just Mexico?
Day of the Dead is particularly Mexico, but it is worth noting that when we had a region based on Britain, they included a number of things from formerly British colonies, including India. So,
wait, is this a Sugar Skull
I
reference?
think it might be. So, and that's why I keep bringing up Mexican hot chocolate. Gen 8 was Britain. But it was also influences from stuff Britain took from other places and brought back to Britain. So they had elephants, right? I think that we might, in the same vein, while it is going to be Spain and influenced by other things in the Mediterranean, and having influences from other parts of the Mediterranean as well, I think it's also going to be ripping things from formerly Spanish colonies. So expect some Mexico in here, and at least a couple of Mon. And not just Mexico, but, you know, a good part of the Americas. We are going to go ahead, and we are going to... Oh, wait, and what do we think for the shiny for Sprigatito? I like blue. I don't think it's going to be blue, but I just... Well, no, because mint sprigs, and mint is associated with blue. I could see them going blue for the grass shiny.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. So we're going to raid Birdkeeper Toby. He is currently updating Legends Arceus because of the new patch. Everybody copy the message that's currently in the stream. So you can paste it when we get over. We're raiding now. I'm very excited to head his direction. This is a great time to be raiding over because he is currently downloading a patch, so he's going to be mostly talking to chat. So, raid.
I just learned something.
What?
You know General Mercer from the American Revolution?
Yep.
Patton was one of his descendants.
It was in his blood.
Patton was a crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's kind of what we needed to fight.
I don't know if we needed a guy who thought he was descended from one of Julius Caesar's troops. Sorry, who thought he was No, descended from, fine. The reincarnation thereof, maybe a little...
I'm gonna put some music on. That's what I feel like. Got some Glitch X City. Love her. She is a queen.
Give me a second.
An actual queen, and her music is fantastic. Oh yeah, and the Japanese title
So
is
yeah, this was an
star
absolutely
things.
absurd morning.
Pokemon!
Also, Reaper.
Yes, Gizmo. So Gizmo, which one are you
Reaper,
playing right
I'm
now? Virtual
telling you this
Console,
now.
Crystal.
There are so
or-
many people calling Sprigatito the.
Drop your rage. Hey, sorry,